Hello everyone, this is PM Chalapandi here. I would like to welcome you to my today's session. In this session, we are going to discuss about how to solve this problem, right? Okay, before we dive into solving this problem, let us have a quick review about what are the things that we are going to do. We are going to do through this problem. There will be 3 steps. In step 1, we are going to write what are the necessary formula, okay, to solve this problem. In step 2, we are going to find out what are the necessary results that we require, okay, in order to expand a given data in terms of Fourier series, right? In step 3, we are going to substitute the results which we are going to find out, okay, in step 2, that we are going to substitute in step 3 in the formula which already we have written in step 1. These are the things that we are going to cover in these 3 steps. So let us dive into this problem, okay? Let us solve this problem in step by step. Okay, first let me read out the problem, because reading the problem is very important. Okay, we need to analyze what kind of problem is this, so that we can move our procedure. Okay, depends on the type of the sum, we have to move our procedure to solve this problem, right? So here we are given with the data. So and our task is we need to find out this given data, this numerical value. Okay, in terms of we have to expand this value in terms of Fourier series expansions, right? So it is very easy, as we have seen the concept okay, how to solve this problem. The same thing, okay, the same thing we're going to see in this problem too, right? Okay, let us dive into solving this problem, right? So first thing, we have to check what kind of data we are having. In the first problem, we had in terms of pi form in our x row. In the second problems, we had in terms of t form in our first row, which means x row. In the third problem, this problem, here we are having just numerical value, just numbers, right? So this is called type 3, which is named as L form, right? So let us see how to solve this L form, okay? So first, we need to check how many output that we have in the y-axis, right? So it is 6 outputs. And also we need to check whether we are having the repetition from first and last. If we have the repeated value in first and last term, then what we have to do? We have to neglect the last value. So here we are not having the repeated value. So we have to consider all the values, right? So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 value, right? So 6 output we have, so that is called capital N, right? So to deal with the L form, we have formula. It is 2L is equal to total number of outcomes. So 2L is equal to 6. So after simplification, L is equal to 3. So this is what we have to find out at initial, right? So after finding this L value, then let us come to write the general formula, general Fourier series formula. So as already we have discussed in the earlier problems, so this would be the general Fourier series problem, general Fourier series formula, right? So here we are going to substitute values. So here n pi x divided by L. So that is the general formula. I just have directly replaced L by its value. It is 3. So here 3 and 3. So after writing this general formula, your next step is you need to expand this general formula up to second harmonic, as we are asked in the question. So it is very simple, which means you have to n is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2. These two values that is required to expand up to second harmonic, right? So when you substitute n is equal to 1 in this term, it becomes like a1 cos pi x is divided by 3. When we substitute n is equal to 2, it becomes like a2, because a2, n instead of n, if we substitute 2, it is 2 pi x is divided by 3. Similarly, you have to expand this bn, this sine series, right? So you will get this result. So this is our current Fourier series expansion. So where we require the value of Fourier coefficients. So before that, what are the name of the Fourier coefficient that we have here? It is A0, A1, A2, B1 and B2. These are the Fourier coefficients. So here in the next step, we're going to find out what is the value of these Fourier coefficients. In order to find this Fourier coefficients, we require some standard formula. Already we have framed the formula. We have framed. Already the mathematicians have framed. So that we are going to use here. So to find the value of A naught, your formula is, it is 2 times summation y is divided by n. Similarly, to find A1, this will be your formula. And to find A2, this one that you can use to find your value of A2. And you can use this formula to find B1, and you can use this formula to find B2. These are the things that already we have discussed. So the slight changes here is, so instead of cos pi x, cos nx, or in previous case we had just cos nx instead of n cos x we had. So here instead of that nx, we just have expanded our formula in terms of L form. So already we have discussed, if our problem is given in terms of L, so how to write the general Fourier series formula that we have discussed earlier. Okay, by using that concept, I just have expanded this formula. Okay, now you have got a clear idea about what are the required formula to solve this problem, right? So let us jump into the next step, okay, where we are going to find out what are the necessary results. So to get the value of Fourier coefficient, so we require summation y and this one, then this one, and this summation y sine 2 by x divided by 3. So we required all these values, okay, in order to find the Fourier coefficients, okay. So let us jump into step 2. In step 2, we're going to find out all the required numerator part in A1, A0, B1, B2, okay. So I just have written all the required parts. Here, what we require what is the summation of y, and what is the summation of this part, what is the summation of this part, and this one and this one. All the summation values of these heading values that we require, right? Okay. In order to find that, first let us feed the given value. So we know very well what is the value of x, okay, that you can get in your question itself. I just have written the actual value from the question here, right? So let us count in this second column. In the second column, we just have directly written what is the actual value that we had in the question, y value, right? So after writing these two values, this is very important where we are going to write the values after calculation. The calculation part is very important. If you do any small error, that will make the entire problem will be wrong. Understand? So to avoid such a situation, what we have to do, we have to solve this problem carefully. Okay, so I will just explain only one step, and then with the same concept you can find out all other square value, right? So square means this one is square, I'll just consider. Okay, to find this value, what is the value? I'm going to find this one. So here the formula is y. What is the value of y? It is 2. Then cos, use the bracket, that is very important. Without using bracket, some calculator may give some wrong value. So that is why don't forget to give the bracket. So what is the value of pi? You just keep pi as it is. What is the value of x? It is 2. It is 2 pi is divided by 3. So after finding this value is minus 12, right? So that you can check in your calculator. So it is very easy. First, if we have in pi form, we have to convert our calculator in the pi form. Suppose if we have t form, that we have to convert first into pi form, then we have to convert our calculator also in terms of what? In terms of radian mode. So here you don't need to do all those things, but here again it is in terms of pi form, right? So again we have to convert our calculator in terms of radian mode so that it will give the accurate value that we expect. Okay. Now in this way we have to find out all other values. Then after feeding all other values, let us start to find the summation y, which means we have to add all these values that you can add by help of the calculator. Similarly, you can add all other things, and after you find all these things by using the same concept, okay, let us come to here. In step 3, our task is we need to substitute the results which we have found here in the formula which we had in the first step. in step 1, right? So to find A naught, we have to feed what is the value of summation y here. So summation y is what? It is 125. Okay, after substituting 125, job is you need to simplify this expression. After simplifying, you will get it is 41.66. So in this way, you have to find out all other things, right? So after finding all other things and after simplification, you have to substitute the results A naught is divided by 2. What is the value of A naught? It is 41.66 is divided by 2 is 20.83. Similarly, A1 and A2, B1 and B2. Okay, this is what we require. This is the required Fourier series expansion for this problem. So thank you so much for watching this video. So if you have any doubt, you can text me in the comment box. I will help you and I will meet you in the another video with the different problems. Thank you.